2005. His younger partner, both in age and test matches. Just the 2 tests for Sunarayan Chattogun. He's done enough in those 2 test matches and a few one-days to impress the selectors. He's here instead of Devon Smith. So it's going to be Brett Lee who gets things started for Australia. He'll be bowling to the West Indies captain, Chris Gayle. Three slips on the gully, a man at point, mid-off, mid-on, square leg and the fine leg. Brett Lee.
A little bit of swing with that first delivery, just a little bit of tailing back into the left hand, and Brett Lee will be quite happy with that. 85 miles an hour to start off. There you go, just a touch back in. Always presents a bit of danger, in fact a lot of danger to left-handers. That swing. Going down the leg side. But look at that. Versus Australia, an average of 31, best of 71. Look at Bridgetown. Pretty similar. Pretty much different. And then his overall record in test matches going towards 40 as an average. Shot. And he started things off. Chris Gayle has just flicked that off his pads and it's raced to the boundary.
Well, that's one of his hitting areas. He got the length on leg stump, didn't have to do much with it, just turn it around the corner and it absolutely flew off the bat. Got to the boundary very quickly, so Chris Gayle gets things going. The Australians have mid-on and mid-off fairly deep and straight, recognising Chris Gayle's strengths. And the beauty, that's absolute beauty from Brett Lee.
Now think back to the 3 balls prior. They've swung into the pads of Chris Gayle, just a little bit of swing, and this one shorter in length, just back and just keeps going. Fantastic delivery.
Bit of a mix-up. Chris Gayle has to get back quickly, and there's an appeal, and it's been referred. So the Australians seem pretty confident.
Yeah, he was ball watching, Chris Gayle, and first impression from that, I reckon he was in. But the replay will tell us for sure. There you go, there's the shot. That's the fielding. And he grounds his bat there, and ooh, very close. Very close. Oh. But in. Well, I certainly can't give that out. There's a decision, green light. Chris Gayle survives, but one thing is for certain. He's not running comfortably. It's been a rather gingerly start. 7 for none. Just looks good. Good seam presented outside the off stump. Got to say it's a good leave as well. He's a bloke who knows where his off stump is. I want to put the commentator's curse on him, Sunarayan Chattogun, but he leaves well. Another slip in place. Well, 3 slips, our leg gully as well.
He plays this one well. It was a half volley on leg stump, and he had no problem, as most batsmen will do at this level, putting it away. Timed it well, Chattogun.
Played very nicely. There's lots of pace on it, so he just has to time it, and he does so. Yes, misdirected. Opening batsmen who play against the new ball and leave well generally get you to come to them. As the bowler, you run up and you bowl outside the off stump or just outside, hoping that he's going to go with his hands, and Chattogun exhibits those qualities of just letting the ball go, letting it come to him, and then playing that. The ball that went for 4 on his pads, just able to nudge it off and time it for 4.
For Australia, Chattogun driving, edging, and the West Indies lose their first wicket.
The length, a very, very good length bowl here by Brett Lee. That's what he's been looking for, something that would keep Chattogun interested in. He's been letting the ones that have been wide go, but he felt he could drive that, goes out to drive, and only succeeds in getting an outside edge. He's gone for 6. It's 11 for 1.
West Indies vice-captain Ramnaresh Sarwan makes his way to the crease with the West Indies losing their first wicket with the score on 11. And Brett Lee working up a fair bit of pace, averaging just over 40. Ramnaresh Sarwan has had a really good domestic season, not only at international level. It started with some good scores for Guyana early in the year, and he'll have his plate full in this pre-lunch session. The Australia now deciding to use a man at forward short leg. Three slips on the gully, cover point mid-off. That forward short leg, the leg gully and the fine leg. Sarwan, beautiful cover drive to get off the mark. They'll get 2 with Chris Gale ambling. So it's a successful over for Brett Lee, successful over for the West Indies. For Australia, sorry, the West Indies 13 for 1. That's the way Chris Gale plays.
He's gone for it. It's not the intended direction, but it's flown high and hard. Over slip.
Exactly right. This is the way he plays. Not much foot movement. That was probably a disappointing result for him. I think he was thinking 6 there.
Two very solid shots from Ramnaresh Sarwan. It's 2 for 1. That shot, we saw Phil Jakes playing a couple of short-arm jabs yesterday, and he fell to 1-2.
Well, there's not too many other words apart from just smashed away used there. That was a pretty decent shot from Chris Gale. Bit of talk from Ricky Ponting leading into this test match that the Australians may target Gale and Sarwan with a bit of short pitch bowling. Gale might be up for the challenge by the looks of it.
Magnificent, magnificent. A better catch you will not see. Bo Carson snatches it out of the air. It was struck firmly, but the fielder was better.
Well, Brett Lee went for the fuller delivery. Chris Gale looking to go aerial again, and Bo Casson at mid-off. What a way to get off the mark with your first catch in Test match cricket. And the West Indies lose their